Can you believe 2022 is almost finished? There's just a few weeks left, but this is a wonderful time for us to take a pause and reflect on what we've accomplished this year, even if we're feeling a little disappointed about some things we have yet to do. Grab a cup of cafecito and come back and join me, and let's have a chat. Hola friends, thank you so much for joining me for another Cafecito with the Coach. Here's what's in my cup, and here's what we're going to talk about today. And this one is not going to be too terribly long, but just something to think about as we're rounding out 2022. You probably had some goals in mind with your singing, with your performance, and I don't know how you're feeling. Maybe you are at the end of this year and feeling excited, feeling thankful for what you've been able to accomplish. Maybe there's a little bit of disappointment, and that's okay. There's space for all of it. And so one thing that I've been reflecting on lately, I personally like to celebrate Advent. So Advent creates this sense of expectation, of anticipation, and hope about the celebration of Christmas. And within it, I love that it really does strip away so much of the fluff, so much of the pomp and circumstance around the holidays, which actually us as performing artists, we contribute to the celebration. So there's nothing wrong with it. There's a place for it. But I know for me personally over the years, it's been good for me to get to a place of stillness and quiet and just really peel back those layers and get to the heart of the celebration, of the humanity of it all. You know, it celebrates the coming of Christ, you know, and so it really helps me to be in tune, first off as a human and as an artist, and the kind of singer and the kind of artist I want to be, the kind of message I want to communicate with my voice, with my music, and it just gets me to pause for a second. It really bunks against that hurried sense of what this season can bring. So in your reflections, I want to inspire you with something that I actually read in Scott Erickson's Honest Advent and adapt these questions for us as singers. So what is the conversation that you can now have because you're a singer, because you met some of your goals, because you were able to perform in some of the venues or places that you were able to perform in this year? What conversation can you now have because you did that? I can tell you that this has been a year of having momentum for me to perform locally, to gig again. And it has informed a lot of my teaching. A lot of the singers that I work with in my studio are wanting to do the same thing. So I get to share my own personal experiences with them. They get to share their experiences with me, and we're learning what it means to do that. The second question I want to leave you with is, what parts of your life have you been able to uncover only by finding yourself in this moment? I'm going to say that again because it can be kind of woo, kind of like very abstract. But I want you to think of the situation you're in right now, whether you're finding yourself in a situation of celebration or even disappointment. What parts of your life have you been able to uncover only by finding yourself right here in this moment? So that may lead you down a road of, you know what, if there's been a lull in meeting some of your performance goals this year, some singing goals, what are you discovering about yourself right now in the waiting? Right? While you wait, are you finding that there's a reason for the delay? Have you been able to assess some circumstances in your life, be it some personal things you've had to attend to, that had you been busy with either performing, gigging, training, you wouldn't be available for the things that needed your immediate attention? That's okay too. In fact, for me, the end of 2020 into 2021 was that. I had taken a big break from performing regularly in my church, which is what I did for basically all my life, singing on stage in a church. But had I not given myself that space and that break, I wouldn't have had the bandwidth to take care of some deep mental health things I needed to take care of, taking better care of my family and my clients. So those pauses, those rests, or even if you are living your best life right now in the things that you set out to do, I hope these questions inspire just a deeper dive or a deeper look into what you've been able to accomplish, what you're in the middle of right now, and hopefully give you a big picture view of what you're waiting for in the new year to accomplish your singing and performance goals. In fact, I want to leave you with a blessing for you as the singer. This is something I was inspired to write as I was thinking of all the amazing artists that I've had the privilege of connecting with, whether it's here on YouTube, on social media, in my studio, or colleagues that I get to make music with. This is a blessing for the singer. Blessed are those who sing with passion and who can't help but turn everything they say into a melody. Blessed are those who want to sing but think they can't. Blessed are those singing in front of sold-out crowds and those singing for an audience of one, be it the child in their arms they're lulling to sleep or the ailing parent whose eyes light up when they hear a familiar tune. Blessed are those who courageously have found their voice again after being silenced by criticism, judgment, or their own self-doubt. Blessed are those who are not ready to utter a sound. Blessed are those who practice nonstop and those healing from vocal injuries. Blessed are those that are taking a break from singing to rediscover their true identity as human beings. Blessed are those singing to make a living and those who daily take the stage of their shower stalls. Blessed are those that sing because spoken words can't adequately express their pain. Blessed are those who take voice lessons, who perform in theaters, in places of worship, and in their community. Blessed are those whose microphone is a hairbrush in front of a mirror. Blessed are the voices that belt, growl, riff, and those that command our attention with quiet expressions of breath and gentleness. Blessed is the singer who's learning to enjoy the sound of their voice and the one who wants to share it with the world. Happy holidays, my friend, and have a happy new year.